deal with or make a deal. But do I think that they have a chance? I absolutely do, because as I said, sports is still king on TV. Is it going to change? When is it going to change? That I can't say. The Pirates kind of missed. They kind of started their new deal before TV exploded, and now they're kind of going. It's kind of going down a little bit. But they're still okay. I think they might not get a crazy deal, but if let's say they're making $20 million a year, do I think that they could go to 50? Me personally, I do.
Well, the Rays deal gave me a whole lot of hope.
Yes, I absolutely, and that's why I wrote what I did, because that we talked about earlier, the local radio show that I call in on. He's always saying ratings are down, attendance is down. Well, attendance doesn't matter. As we saw, that the Pirates, people were still watching on TV. That we won't give Nutting our money. Well, you're still watching it on TV. You're still getting your money somehow. You don't realize it.
Right.
So people are still watching on TV, and that's what AT&T cares about. Do they like showing empty stadiums? Probably not. But there's still incentive there to increase it to the $80 million range that the Rays got. And there was no hard and fast numbers on the Reds deal, but it was believed to be in the kind of the same general vicinity as well, $1 billion deal. Can the Pirates get $1 billion deal over however many years? I don't know, but I do think that there's a chance that we could see an influx of revenue from TV. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. I'll just talk for like the last 5 minutes. That's all.
No, you're good. This is all good stuff, Ethan. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on. And just one thing that we have to keep you to, since we brought you on for your first podcast. When Bob Nutting hires you as his accountant, open up the books to us at least. All right.
So I would be the unnamed source, is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We got a source in the front office. Just here's the numbers. Here's what's going on. So
I would love to see it. I honestly would. I think that would just be so interesting, and I would love to. I don't even want to say prove anyone wrong, but because I think it's somewhere in the middle. I don't think it's nearly as bad as some fans think it is, but I do. Do I think that there's more money? I do. I do think there's more. Is it 10? Is it 15? Is it 40? I don't know. And I even always say this too: if you want the Pirates to deficit spend, which I wouldn't go and tell you guys, you go and spend $10,000 more a year than you make. That's asinine. Who does that? But even if they did, they're still $50 to $100 million behind the other teams. And as we started this interview with the disparity in baseball, that's a good point to make. Even if the Pirates spent $50 million more, there's what the Red Sox were, over 200, and that's another interesting topic to talk about. For another day, just how teams are now starting to spend their money, and this luxury tax starting to act like a hard cap that the players don't like, and all this stuff. When the new CBA came out in 2016, I was on vacation. I was literally on the way home from vacation reading just constantly anything I could find on the new CBA. This stuff is I love talking this stuff.
Sounds like a great vacation.
I was on the way home. I'm lucky that it didn't happen while I was on vacation.
Right.
Because I'd have been
vacation ruined.
Yeah. Well, for my wife, but not for me.
Well, Ethan, we appreciate you coming on. Real quick, tell our listeners how they can find you on Twitter so we can get you over that 100 century mark.
I'm one of the crazies who have my full name. I'm not afraid or ashamed of what I say or put out there. And if you like snippets right out of the CBA, if you like crazy roster stipulations and moves and machinations, follow me at Ethan Hullihen, EthanHullihen, and you can read my writing at The Point of Pittsburgh. I got some great stuff there. I'm telling you, loss aversion, endowment effect, payroll. It's all kind. I talk a lot of behavioral economics. All of this stuff. I've always said cultural or socioeconomics, sociology, behavior, psychology, all that stuff interests me way more than sitting down and watching a game. Call me crazy. So if that's where you want to find some different offbeat stuff about sports, particularly obviously Pirates and baseball, that's where you find me.
Well, there you go. And no, it's a good follow. And like I said, you said it when you first came on. You use logic and math and to kind of get through some of these narratives that the Pittsburgh local media and Yinzers use. So that's obviously why we like following you.
That's all we have. What is life without facts, reason, and logic?
Right. Who needs that radio? Who needs that when you have narratives?
But not many Pittsburgh fans. And it's a shame to me. We were joking, trying to get me up above 100 followers. I think that, I'm putting stuff out there that literally no one else is. And I would love for people to see it. It isn't, and I enjoy it, and it's something personal for me that I like. But I would love that even, if just a few Pirates fans going in there thinking, well, this is how things are, and if I can either enlighten a few people or change some minds, or just, this is what they mean whenever they say this. It's a win in my book.
And that's ultimately why we started this podcast and the site and everything, just to throw a different perspective out there, because the Pittsburgh media is, it is what it is. I'm not going to go any further there. Most people know how we feel. But Ethan, thanks again for coming on. We will definitely have you on again, during the season, end of the season, who knows. But thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to you later.
Oh, that would be great. I loved this. I feel like we could talk for another 30 minutes. I don't even know how long we've been talking, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys.
For sure. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Thanks to Ethan for coming on. DiNardo, I like that kid. He's very, very intelligent, and he fights narratives with logic and math. I like him.
I know, right? Staying in the middle. Who does that, right? It's just a side, and then you yell as loud as you can to show how right you are.
No, they need to spend money.
No, that's some good insights. Definitely a lot more than we could provide.
Oh, that's for sure.
I would love to have them on again and go even deeper, maybe in the future and such like that for this payroll.
Definitely have to have them on, kind of like as a full episode maybe or something, and probably when Forbes or somebody releases their ridiculous piece about the payrolls and opening day payrolls, and how
that's coming.
The Pirates are the most successful. They make so much money profit wise, but why is their payroll only this? So maybe when one of those articles comes down, we'll have Ethan back on. But no, thanks again for Ethan for coming on and discussing some payroll with us. And I think that is all I got, DiNardo, besides I'm getting ready to get my Around the 412 playoff dance going on here.
Oh, shut up.
I'm punching my playoff bid, my playoff ticket.
Do we talk real quick? Did we talk about how in your home league, how I dropped Melvin Gordon because I thought he tore both ACLs?
we did not talk about that. But, yeah, as I sent the message, because I'm looking at it, and I see, well, Kurt picked up Melvin Gordon. I'm thinking, well, that's kind of funny. I'm like, who dropped him? And no, it was DiNardo.
Me for Spencer Ware. So as I said at the beginning of the show,
where is your information coming from?
I mean, since last week, obviously, I haven't really looked at fantasy football because it's done. Well, when everything happened with Kareem Hunt, I was like, well, there's one league I have a chance, which is your home league, which is like, I mean, I'm like, my odds are like 90-1 to get in the playoffs, but I'm like, that's the only one I have a chance in. So let me go and see if anyone's picked him up. No one has. And I'm like, oh, well, I'll just drop Melvin Gordon because he tore both of his ACLs.
Both.
Yeah, apparently that didn't happen.
He's back next week.
Thanks a lot, Twitter. Apparently everything that you read on the internet, Ryan, is not true.
No.
I don't know if you were aware of that. But I can tell you from firsthand that it is not always true.
Was that the statement site that you found that out?
No, it wasn't the statement site. It was actually, I think it was like, I don't know. I remember because I think I sent the tweet to you and Jared or whatever that night.
Do you remember?
Like, it's confirmed.
Do you remember when you read that or where it was from? Like,
I forget right off the top of my head, but again, I know I sent it to you guys.
It was an erroneous report.
It was like confirmed. He tore it. I laughed about it. I was like, oh my God, both ACLs?
Yeah, because
how horrible.
As soon as I saw Kurt picked him up, I clicked on his name and it was like, yeah, he's week to week. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, that was my thought. I'm like, why drop someone else that's, not really getting a whole lot of points right now, because what if something happens to their star and they become one? I'm like, I'll just drop Gordon. I already have someone on my IR. I'll just drop Gordon. Who cares? He's done anyways.
And
apparently he's not done. So that was a good pickup for me. Melvin Gordon for Spencer Ware.
And the best part about it was you actually still had a chance for the playoffs, albeit, as small as you are. You're actually winning this week.
Well, I was going to say, I am winning right now.
But I think you need some help, so we'll have to check it out to
mentally.
see.
Mentally,
you might be actually getting that help the way this is looking. But anyway, yeah. So there you go. So DiNardo dropped Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
So he's going to stick to hockey from
now on.
All right,
we're moving on. That's it, hockey.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, I think that's our show for this week.
Yep. So next week's show, I'll actually be in the Berg. Ryan and I will be doing it together.
Bring a jacket.
And then, of course, remember, check us out on NS9 Live on Twitch. That next Thursday, which that date always eludes me. Is it the 13th?
13th, I think. Yeah.
13th. Yeah. 13th, 10 o'clock p.m. Check us out on Twitch, our first live show.
It's going to be lit. We're going to be side by side, face to face.
Side by side and face to face. How about that?
How about that?
All right. We'll catch y'all later. Until then, I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Can't wait.
Peace.